Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this Night Hawk Fiesta. It says really small up there. This is the Enchilada Fiesta. It says it's vegetarian. That's interesting. Cheese with Chipotle sauce. It is 2 cheese enchiladas and corn tortillas, topped with Chipotle Enchilada sauce with a side of refried beans and Mexican style rice. We bought this at Kroger. It was $4.19. It was 10.8 ounces, which is not too bad a size. 440 calories for the whole meal. And cooking directions, they do have oven directions. Of course, we don't do ovens on this channel, but they do have them if you want to do it in the oven. We're going to do it in the microwave. We're going to remove the meal from the carton, cut a slit in the film to cover over the enchilada compartment. Microwave on high for whatever is listed below. Remove meal from the microwave, peel back film, stir rice and beans, replace film and microwave for an additional 1.5 to 2 minutes. I'll probably just do the 1.5, we'll see. Remove meal from microwave, let stand for 1 to 3 minutes. So I have an 1100 watt microwave, so I'm going to do mine for, actually mine's may actually be a 1200 watt. But anyway, we'll do the 3 minutes and then I'll stir it and then I'll do the 1.5. So you're supposed to poke a hole over the enchilada portion. So yeah, so there's your refried beans and rice. There's your rice and your refried beans. And there's the enchiladas. So I'm going to poke a couple holes over this and get it in the microwave and I'll be back. Okay, so here it is out of the microwave. You can see the rice. I tried to keep them kind of separate. It got a little more gummy and sticky as from the first time I started up. But anyway, here's the beans. The beans actually got thicker and the rice also got, like I said, more gummy. And here's your 2 enchiladas. You got one here, and you got one there. Pretty flat, honestly. Let me see if I can cut one in half. Yeah, look how flat that is. It's like, is there anything in there? It says there's cheese, but I don't know. I don't see any. I guess there could be cheese in there. I don't know. It looks like it's empty to me. Yeah, do you see anything in there? I sure as heck don't see anything. It looks like it's just, well, it might be cheese, but it turned to water. Anyway, we'll try it out. I'm gonna cut these up into bite-sized pieces. Oh, there's some cheese on the end at least, and there's some cheese on top. Yeah, I guess there's some cheese in there. Anyway, I'm gonna get this over the table and we'll give it a try. I didn't let it cool off a ton of time. I'm actually gonna try some of the rice first because I think it'll be plainer than the refried beans and the enchiladas. So here we go. It is plain, but it's I mean, it has a little bit of a seasoning in it, but it's still just Spanish rice. So it's not like it's you got like spices and peppers and onions and all kinds of stuff in it. It's just rice. It's good. Usually when I'm eating at like at a restaurant or something, I would mix that with my enchilada, which is probably exactly what I'll do. We try the refried beans. I love refried beans. Tammy hates them. I like them. Those have a nice flavor to them. There's why they're cooked well. There's not really any hard like bean pieces in it. Sometimes you get refried beans, sometimes they don't really cook them. So there's like these hard pieces of bean in them. These are all really good and tender. More of that paste texture that you're used to if you like refried beans. Try a little bit of the rice and beans together. The rice just really adds some texture to the beans. You still only taste beans, but you get some more texture. Okay, now let's try the enchilada by itself. They're so thin, I can't tell if I'm getting one piece or two. I think it's just one. Yeah, it's like, well, you saw how thin, this really, really thin. And very little cheese in the middle. On the ends, there's more cheese, but in the center part, there's really not much. Here we go. I like that the corn tortilla actually has some texture. That was the piece out of the middle. Sometimes you get enchiladas and the tortillas are so mushy that you don't even know they're there hardly. It's just like they're just mush. You can't even tell. They're the same texture as the filling. This has actually got some texture to it. It's not tough, but it has some texture where you're actually chewing something. This is on the very, very end. The ends tend to dry out more so than the center part does, so let's see. a slightly drier texture, but not like a little bit tougher or a little bit more dried out, but it's not like crunchy or really hard to eat. So it's they're almost like have a chewy texture to them. That was 2 pieces stacked on top of each other. I like the flavors. It has a little bit of spice to it. Not like really, really hot, but it does have a little spice to it. So if you don't like spiced food at all, it may be too much for you, but it's a normal spice. If you don't mind a little bit of spice, it's fine. It's no hotter than like chili or taco or anything like that. I'm gonna try it with some beans and rice. That makes the flavor even better. The enchilada sauce has that kind of smoky pepper flavor, which I think it said it had a chipotle, yeah, with chipotle sauce. So it has that kind of peppery, smoky flavor. And then you add the bean flavor on top of that when you mix refried beans with it, and it just elevates that. It still has that smoky flavor, it just has that beany flavor as well. I like that quite a bit. And when you get the enchilada with the cheese, like here's some, well, you can see the cheese, it's just hanging off. That's actually, I think, just cheese. But when you get that, it's got a creamy texture to it. I don't think you get a lot of cheese. I truly don't. I think it's a little light on the cheese, but as far as flavors go, you're mostly getting that salt. Well, I'm pretty much all getting the sauce, that smoky, peppery kind of flavor of the chipotle sauce. You're getting that. You get in the tortilla, which is a little bit, just a slight corn flavor, but then you really get most of the flavor if you mix it with the refried beans, and you really get an elevated flavor. Yeah, so my recommendation is you eat it that way. You cut it up, you get a little bit of the enchilada on your fork, you get some beans and rice, and eat it all together, and the flavors are so much better. The cheese really doesn't make much difference flavor-wise or texture-wise, really, because there's not enough of it to really make a difference. If they were really super filled, like this one's pretty decently filled, it may make a difference in texture. Hold on, I'll take them. It really just adds a little bit more liquid, like a little bit more moisture to it, and that's about it. I've pretty much eaten every bit. This is my last bite of enchilada. That's how quickly you can eat this. I like this meal. I think it's good. It's definitely better than some enchilada meals. Last bite, that was a big bite of bean. I really like that smoky chipotle sauce. It's really nice, and I really do like the texture of the tortillas themselves, the enchiladas. Like I said, the tortillas aren't mushy, corny, cornbready kind of texture. They're not mushy. So I like that. Most of the meals that I get that are enchiladas, they're really mushy. So I really like that they didn't do that. And the beans and rice are really nice too. The beans have a really good flavor to them. I'm gonna give this meal like a 4 out of 5. I really do like it for a Mexican inspired meal. For Enchilada Fiesta. I think it's really good. I do like the flavor of it. I wish it had more cheese. That's the only thing I could really complain about, is I wish it had more cheese in it. But beyond that, I think it's really, really good. So 4 out of 5 for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.